people have such great hearts. I always think we're going to run out of stories because we try to focus on good news, and every single time we always get stories that are better than the ones we had before.
What we've got right now in Seminole County is we've got growing, we've got a growing economic base. We've got increasing employment. We've got new businesses who want to move here, and quality of life begins with a paycheck.
I live in Seminole County because of all the amenities, because of our educational system, because it's just a great place to live.
Seminole County is a great place to live, work, and play. The community is very engaged, and the things that we've been able to do just with the school systems, providing quality of life, is phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest county chairman in the entire state of Florida, Chairman Brenda Carey.
Wow, that was pretty impressive. The greatest county chairman. I got a lot to live up to. I've seen some really great county chairmen in my life. But thank you, Mr. Ertel. And before I get started, he's a little bit shy, but I actually want to call out Michelle Ertel. Please stand and be recognized. She worked you on the red carpet along with our Seminole high school students who are outside having their lunch. So great job. Thank you so much for doing that for me. It's really an honor and a privilege to be here today and present the state of the county. We really appreciate the support that you have given our community and for you taking time out of your busy schedule today to be here with us. It takes a lot of teamwork to accomplish great things. And I have a great team of commissioners that I have the opportunity to serve with. So these guys are the best. I would appreciate it if you'd hold your applause till the end as I recognize them. Vice Chairman in District 2, Commissioner John Haran. District 1 Commissioner Bob Delary, District 3 Commissioner Lee Constantine, and District 4 Commissioner Carlton Henley. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Whether you live in Seminole County or at unincorporated in a city or unincorporated Seminole County, everybody thinks about Seminole County as one community. Nobody really knows where the lines are drawn. And I think that we would all agree that government closest to the people best represents the people. But I want you to know all of your representatives. Constitutional officers are an important part of our government, and we have some great ones here. So as I call you out, please stand and remain standing, and we'll applaud them at the end. Clerk of the Court, Mary Ann Morris. Property Appraiser, David Johnson. Tax Collector, Ray Valdez. The man who keeps us safe, our Sheriff, Don Esslinger, and Supervisor of Elections, Mike Ertel, who's also the best MC in the state of Florida. While most of the things that affect your life most often are made by your local elected officials, we also work very closely with our federal and state representatives. Unfortunately, most of them are not here with us today because they're either snowed in Washington or they're in the heat of battle in Tallahassee. But I know that we have some representatives here today and also some staff representatives. So if you're a federal or state representative or a staff member, please stand and be recognized. We often hear that one of the reasons that people select Seminole County is either because of our A-rated schools or because some of our cities have been ranked as the #1 place to live. While we have a lot of great news to share this afternoon, there is one thing that we would not have been able to accomplish without the cooperation of the school board members and the leadership of Altamont Springs, Castleberry, Lake Mary, Longwood, Oviedo, Sanford, and Winter Springs, and that was the passing of the 1 penny sales tax. Seminole County is envied by so many counties around the state, as we successfully pass the third generation of the penny sales tax for city, counties, and school infrastructure. Everyone in that credit roll helped to make sure that we continue to be the place to live, work, and play. So if you're a school board member or a city elected official, please stand and be recognized. While the county commissioners are the faces you see most often in the community, the day-to-day operations of the county are under the direction of county manager. Our dynamic team of leaders bring over 60 years of experience to the table. I'm proud to introduce County Manager Nicole Guillet, Bruce McMenemy, Deputy County Manager, and Melanie Lung, Assistant County Manager. Let's give them a great round of applause. One of the responsibilities of the county managers is to produce a comprehensive annual report. The report will be online, complete with details and progress reports on each of the county departments. There are cards at your seat that will direct you to the website so that you can go and review that in great detail. In the report, you'll read more about the third generation sales tax. It was approved by the voters in May of 2014. Sales tax collection began in January of this year and will continue through 2025. A projected $63 million a year will be collected, specifically funding infrastructure improvements for roadways and trails, stormwater facilities, constructing and renovating schools, and acquiring new classroom equipment. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for passing of the penny sales tax. You know, thanks to that penny and our partnership with FDOT and the city of Sanford, we were able to fund phase 2 of the RiverWalk project along the beautiful shores of Lake Monroe. A $6.4 million project, we now have 1.76 miles of trails for biking, walking, and running. Plans are underway to begin design on the final phase of the project, which will extend the RiverWalk all the way down to I-4, its ultimate destination. Another long-awaited project is the Heroes Memorial. This will be located at the criminal courthouse at 5 Points. We broke ground in the fourth quarter of last year, and this memorial will honor our military, fire, and police who have made the ultimate sacrifice while serving in active duty. Pavers like the one that's down here in front of the podium this morning are available to be placed in the plaza to recognize your fallen loved ones and heroes. I hope that you will support the Seminole County Heroes Memorial Project. Preserving history is another important part of community. So in October of 2013, the county decided to work with a small dedicated group of artists and woodworkers to create works of art from the charred remains and ashes of our beloved 3,500-year-old senator. Before the tree even had a name, it used to be the landmark of Native American Indians who lived in Central Florida. The senator was named for Florida State Senator Moses Overstreet, who donated the tree and the surrounding land to the county in 1927 for a park. In 1929, President Calvin Coolidge visited the senator and dedicated the site with a commemorative bronze plaque. As you all know, the senator was tragically burned in January of 2012, and in March 2013, Big Tree Park reopened to the public. The park now includes a memorial, signage along the newly renovated boardwalk, a playground, pieces that mimic a tree stump of a cypress, and a clone of the senator, appropriately named the Phoenix. I have an important piece of art here with me today, and I'm going to step away here for a second to pick it up. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a 6-foot branch of charred wood from the senator. It was donated to Seminole State College, and Professor Eric Kraft designed and transformed this into this beautiful mace. A symbol of authority dating back to the Middle Ages, it will be on stage at every graduation for years to come. It's exciting to have this here today, and I'd like to give a special thanks to Dr. McGee for allowing us to share this with you. Be sure and take a close look at this. Be sure and take an opportunity to take a look at that before you leave today. It is really a beautiful piece of art. All of the final works of art that rose from the ashes of the world's oldest cypress tree will be on display at Seminole County's museum later this spring. In the spirit of the award season, I have 4 award-winning categories that I'll be focusing on today. We have faced some serious issues. We have tracked some new commuting alternatives. We have scored some serious job opportunities and we are prepared for any competition that may come our way. The first category is Best Supporting Role in the Prevention of Homelessness.
Hi, I'm Lee Constantine, and I proudly serve Seminole County. Do you know our homeless prevention program has spent nearly $1.5 million and helped 108 families in finding permanent housing? Let's meet Deborah Young. She and her family are on the way to self-sufficiency in obtaining permanent housing.
The new face of homelessness isn't what we all think, like a person just over there on the ground laying down because they don't want to work or they're on drugs or something. It really is different. It's not because a person wants to be homeless. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation you just can't get out of on your own. I found myself in a homeless situation about 4 years ago as the market started to go down. Me and my twins lived in a hotel until coming into the Homeless to Home program. When this program came about, it actually literally saved my life, my peace. My health had started to go down. I actually had to see a cardiologist under the care of a cardiologist because of all the stress. So this has relieved so much stress off of me, financially, physically, mentally, until it's like a renewed life. It allows my kids to go to school in peace, me to go to school in peace, and for us to grow now as a family and continue on with our goals.
And the winner is Seminole County residents. Let's give them a round of applause. We are rethinking homelessness in Seminole County, and the Central Florida Commission on Homelessness estimates that 400 of the region's 2,200 homeless individuals reside in Seminole County. With a guiding goal of reducing long-term homelessness by 60% over the next 2 years, we will get there by utilizing data-driven, evidence-based solutions and expanding the county's homeless prevention program based on the Housing First model. We are working side by side with many community partners, including Seminole County Schools, Families in Transitions, also known as FIT, to address homelessness. In 2013, they reported over 2,200 homeless students. And that's a statistic that just does not fit our county. And it also doesn't include the children that are too young to be in the school system. The FIT program released new numbers in 2014 that revealed an 11% reduction from the previous year. That drop was attributed to many factors, including services provided by our partners at the school board, an outpouring of assistance from individuals and organizations, and the county's homeless prevention program. In a recent discussion with Superintendent Walt Griffin, I understand that the number of homeless families has gone down even more and will be announced a lower number in this coming year, which is just great news for us. Thank you so much for partnering with us, to the school board members. We continue to engage in the community conversation on homelessness with many of our not-for-profits and local government representatives in a collaborative effort in order to best address the homeless situation. Ms. Young and her children are only one of 108 homeless families that we assisted in obtaining permanent housing through the county's homeless prevention program. We lent a helping hand to participants by providing case management, offering rental and utility assistance, with the ultimate goal of self-sufficiency. Mrs. Young is here with us today, so let's give her a warm round of applause for all the milestones that she has achieved. Thank you for being here. The next category is Best Direction in Expediting Traffic.
Good afternoon. I am Carlton Henley, County Commissioner for District 4. I would like to provide you with a brief update on Sunrail. Phase 1 from DeBerry to Sand Lake is up and running, and there's a growing demand for expanded services. However, Phase 2 is in jeopardy because President Obama failed to designate Sunrail for funding in his budget. However, our congressional delegation is working with the Federal Transit Authority for a grant to be able to complete Phase 2 there, which is north of DeLand and south of Poinciana. I would like to introduce you at this time to Leslie Bonsack, who is a resident of Seminole County and is a frequent rider of Sunrail. Let's see what Leslie has to say about Sunrail.
I've been in Sanford, Florida since probably almost 2 years, and I was driving all the way downtown, which was like 40-mile round trip, crazy traffic, stressful, and so when I first heard about Sunrail, I said, that's for me. So I started riding when it opened, and it's been a great blessing. I get to have no wear and tear on my car. I get no gas bill. When I first heard that Sunrail was going to be here, I jumped right on.
And the winner is Seminole County commuters. Let's give them a round of applause. Phase 1 of Sunrail began service last May with 12 stations and 4 of those located here in Seminole County, a total of 32 miles. The cities of Sanford, Lake Mary, Longwood, and Altamont Springs all are very fortunate to be the lucky cities that have those stations. From May through December, Seminole County stations experienced over 157,000 boardings. Thankfully, the train is rolling down the tracks because the ultimate I-4 improvement project began this month. With a completion date of 2021, this project will impact commuters for the next 6 years. The 21-mile project will begin at Kirkman Road in Orlando and extend just north of 434 in Seminole County. I hope you will all remember that there are alternatives to I-4. Sunrail, the Florida Turnpike, the Central Florida Expressway Authority, options locally known as 417, the Central Florida Greenway, the 408 East-West Expressway, and the 429 Western Beltway, just to name a few. As the Wekiva Parkway is finally going to become a reality, with construction of Parkway already underway in Orange County. It's scheduled to be under construction in Seminole County in 2017. The Wekiva Parkway should be completed around the same time as the I-4 project and will provide a complete beltway around Central Florida by 2021. That's just 6 short years away. The estimated $1.6 billion project includes $500 million worth of untold road improvements, such as the widening of 7 miles of State Road 46 in Lake and Seminole counties. They're going to be shifting some of the connections in Lake County from 46A to 46 so that the wildlife can move more safely. And they'll be building a multi-use trail on the east section of Lake County and into Seminole County that will connect to our amazing county trail system. While Seminole County is honoring its commitment to expedite your commute with 2 major projects that were completed last year, the Redbug Lake Road flyover at State Road 436, which was partially funded with the 2001 sales tax, was completed and opened last spring. I hope you've had an opportunity to drive over it. It is quite impressive. The $30 million project helps alleviate traffic in one of the busiest intersections of the county. A question for you. Do you know what intersection has over 110,000 vehicles travel through it daily? That statistic makes it one of the busiest intersections not only in our county, but in the state of Florida. If you guessed 1792 and 436, you're a winner Our partnership with DOT anticipate the new 1792 flyover will be completed later this year. So whether you're a Sunrail rider like Leslie or someone who drives the roadways, you've seen regional improvements in transportation. You know, we always ask which comes first, the roadway or the development. While this is an age-old debate, you can look forward to two new catalyst projects that will be coming up in the near future on the new and improved 1792. The landmark Highlight building and the areas around it will be under an overhaul. Known as the Oxford Road Redevelopment Project, the county is working with the city of Castleberry and the property owners to support a mixed-use project that will include residential, office, and retail space. This will spur the economic growth in that area and change the looks forever into a Main Street feel with the convenience of major thoroughfares nearby. In addition to the Oxford Road project, their initial plans have begun for the Reagan Center. That's the proposed 118-acre redevelopment of the Flea World property. It's located directly across from the county's 5 Point complex, and Reagan Center is slated to be one of the county's largest redevelopment projects that we've ever undertaken. It will change the look and feel of 1792 forever. With roadway improvements and redevelopment opportunities throughout Seminole County, it's no wonder businesses wanted to grow with us too. The next category is special achievements in economic development.
I'm Seminole Commissioner John Horan. In the last 4 years, the unemployment rate in Seminole County has gone from 11% to 4.5%. We have over 162,000 employees in Seminole County and over 11,000 businesses. We are definitely open for business. One of those new businesses moving into Seminole County has been Verizon. Let's meet Judy Jenkins of Verizon to learn more.
Verizon has 1,100 jobs. Really, a lot of our back office accounting and finance operations are here in the local area, and we're proud to be able to have a number of our positions filled by local talent. So we do quite a bit of recruiting with the local colleges and alumni who may have come from other companies to join Verizon. I've had an opportunity to live and work throughout the country and was very excited to learn that Verizon selected this community with an unparalleled quality of living. I can actually get to the office in less than 5 minutes, so I really add a lot of quality of life back in my workday.
And the winner is Seminole County Businesses. Let's give them a round of applause. When Verizon sought to locate to its telecommunication giant finance division and accounting operations to Lake Mary, the city beat out several other Florida sites, along with sites that were being looked at in South Carolina and Idaho. You know they're happy they're in Florida today, right? Governor Scott announced that 750 new jobs would be created at the groundbreaking event. When we went back for the ribbon cutting event a couple of months later to cut the ribbon for the 250,000 square foot LEED certified Center of Excellence, Verizon announced that they plan to hire an additional 350 new employees by the end of 2016, bringing the total number of new jobs to Seminole County to 1,100. With an average annual salary of more than $50,000 and a $50 million capital investment, Verizon certainly has made a significant investment in our community, and we thank them. Deloitte Consulting, a professional services company providing broad-based business services, also chose to plant its roots in Seminole County. The Lake Mary location edged out others in Arizona, Texas, Georgia, and Louisiana. Deloitte will make a $22.2 million capital investment, which doesn't include the improvements made by the landlord. With an average annual salary topping $60,000 and a promise to add 1,000 new jobs to our market by 2018, Deloitte is already ahead of schedule. Today, there are over 400 employees working right here in their Lake Mary office. While we celebrate large companies and their pledge to job creation, we also give thanks to the multitude of small businesses that have chosen to make Seminole County their home. According to Forbes, there are almost 28 million small businesses in the United States. Over 50% of the working population work in small businesses. And small business has generated over 65% of the new jobs since 1995. We are especially proud to highlight 10 Seminole County-based businesses that were recently recognized by the Orlando Business Journal as some of the most rapidly growing companies in Central Florida. The following companies also recently received the industry recognition awards: Advanced IT Concepts, Certified Sling, Contravest Builders and Management Company, Design Interactive, Dynaфire Incorporated, Evoke Advertising, Power Grid Engineering, R.A. Rogers Construction Company, RLH Construction, and Roger B. Kennedy Construction. But Seminole County is more than just a great place to live and work. It's also a great place to play. The final category is best score for places to play in Central Florida.
Hi, my name is Bob Dulari, Seminole County Commissioner representing District 1. Did you know that there are only 139 accredited parks and recreational agencies in the United States? And we're proud to say that Seminole County is one of them. With world-class facilities, it's no wonder why Orlando City Soccer has chosen to call Lake Silden home for their practices and training. Now let's hear more about Orlando City Soccer.
We have over 2,500 kids, predominantly from Seminole County, playing here in our youth program. We've just brought in the country's biggest girls program over the Christmas break. We've also brought in 8 visiting teams. The team out here today is from Sweden. International teams brought them to Seminole County, and we're very, very proud of the fact that Seminole County is, of course, the training home for the Lions.
And the winner is Seminole County athletes and sports fans. Let's give them a great round of applause. Orlando City Soccer partnered with Seminole County to bring professional soccer to our county. The county commissioners approved a tri-party agreement with them, the City of Orlando and Orlando City Soccer, to assist in the funding of the professional sports stadium in Orlando. The county pledged $2 million toward the Orlando City Soccer Stadium over a 10-year period of time. Our agreement requires Orlando City Soccer to host tournaments and events in Seminole County that will bring in new visitors and generate 750 new hotel nights each year. Cumulatively, that will result in over 41,000 new hotel stays during that 10-year period. Our annual contribution of $200,000 is contingent upon verification that Orlando City Soccer accomplished the required goal of annual hotel stays. The stakes are high. If they miss the goal, they don't get a contribution for that year. But our agreements aren't based solely on dollars and cents. It also obligates Seminole Orlando City Soccer to support our community through player and mascot appearances, free annual soccer clinics, and after-school programs to promote a healthy community. We estimate an economic impact of over $31 million from newly created tournaments and visitor spending. Another Seminole spotlight includes the Seminole County Sports Complex. We finalized design for the new sports complex located just east of the Orlando Sanford International Airport on East Lake Mary Boulevard. The 100-plus acre park will boast 15 baseball and softball fields, 9 of which are designed with synthetic turf so that we can create multi-purpose fields. The park will also include batting cages, pavilions, concessions, a playground, and administrative offices. This $27 million sports complex will generate heads and beds from visitors, and it is completely funded through the tourist development tax. So it's a great addition to our community at no cost to our residents. We will break ground this spring and anticipate throwing out the first pitch in spring of 2016. We estimate about 63,000 athletes and spectators will frequent the facility, and that's just in the first year. 25,000 of those are expected to be out-of-town visitors, creating an economic impact of over $10 million. In the 5th year of operation, we anticipate the complex will host over 43 tournaments and over 139 event days. With attendance nearing 98,000 that year, 60,000 of those attending are expected to be from out of town, resulting in over $24 million impact to Seminole County businesses. As I wrap up this afternoon, it's pretty clear who the winners are here today. You, the Seminole County business and residents. Well, I guess that's my cue to wrap things up. But before I go, I want to give special thanks to Orlando City Soccer, the Orlando Magic, the Solar Bears, Florida League Baseball, the Central Florida Zoo, and Zoom Air. Because of their generosity, we have a few more lucky winners here today. All right, so these winners are going to be treated like celebrities on the red carpet. By the way, these are our Seminole County students who were out there taking your pictures earlier today. Let's give them a great round of applause. So look under your seat to see if you're a lucky winner, and if you have a winning trophy ticket, please come to the stage to collect your award. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, the County Manager's Office, county staff, and the Chamber, I'd like to thank all of our event sponsors and you for attending today. We'll see you next year. Thank you.